Hey friends, Dave here. Fishing not working, and the key word is not working. I've got a new jig for you, and it came out of not being able to get any bait fish. It's its origins. But what do you do when you're out fishing? You're going catfishing and you can't get bait. Cast net's not working. What do you do next? Well, here's what you do next. You don't go home. Let me show you what to do. We're going to start with a 64th ounce jig. Let me show you. Okay, I got you in close here. 64th ounce jig. It's a small jig. And we're making a small bait with a small jig. Makes sense? 64th ounce jig. I painted the head with fingernail polish, as I usually do, because it's fast and easy. I'm going to come in here, keep dropping stuff, but we're going to pinch the barb, right? Or pinch the barb. Well, the barb on the lead, not the hook. I'm going to keep the barb on the hook. And we're going to dress the hook, we call it. Basically, we're going to put a layer of thread down. And I'm going to use red. It doesn't matter what color you use. I'm going to use red because it's easy. I think it's easier for you to see. But this thread is not really going to show too much. If it does, that's great, because it'll look like it's bleeding. But that's why we're using red. And it's handy. We're going to put a little tail on this jig. And like I say, this is an easy jig to tie. You're going to go fast here. This will be a very quick video. So hang tight. Don't hang up. Don't turn away. Let's put a little tail on it. We're going to go with some marabou feather for the tail. Here. Marabou. Just a lightweight feather. This is actually turkey marabou, which I guess is, I don't even know if there's a marabou bird. I don't know where marabou comes from. But it's just a lightweight feather, okay? And in the water, it moves. And we're putting a small tail on here. But as we get it on here, I'll show you. We can adjust it once we get it on here. By pulling, there's a small tail. And we'll just wrap some of this on here. Cut some of this off, excess, and cover it up. So far, no big deal, right? Okay. We need to fill in the gap here. We're going to give this body a little more volume. So we're going to add some dubbing. And if you've seen in my previous videos, I make my own dubbing, which is perfect for this. We're going to fill the body and make it bigger. This is yarn that's ran through a coffee maker. Okay, and you just need to go back and look at my other videos. It's too hard to explain. But I am a little on the cheap side. If you watch my videos, you'll see. I'm not cheap, I'm thrifty. Okay, so what we're going to do, real quickly is add a little volume to the body to give it some volume, okay? That's where we go, all right? Okay, hang on a second. I hear somebody at my door. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Hey, friends. Don here. I'm Dave's twin brother. I'm the good-looking one. Anyway, I'm here to ask you a favor. Dave's trying to make this profitable. It ain't going to happen, but we need to at least make him feel better. You know, when he was a baby, I was born and I was pretty and everybody loved me. He come out and they dropped him on his head. You imagine that? Ever since then, he's not been the same. So we need to help him out. Like I say, he's trying to make this profitable, and he's not going to be able to because he's a long ways from it. But we're going to make him feel good. So I need you to see that button that says this. Go down there and press it, would you? And then there's another button down there. It says subscribe. You'll be doing him a world of favor. You know? Thank you. We'll see you next time. Okay, I'm back. Where I left off. Okay, we got this. We are going to now wrap this up and cover it. Person at my door is my little brother. He came from out of state. Dropped by. He didn't stay long. Probably used the bathroom. Came up here and used the bathroom. Talked a little bit, but haven't seen him in a little while. It's nice to see him. Okay, so you can see what we did. We added some area. It's not a thin thing now. It's got a little plumpness to it, right? Okay, let's take this and tie it off. Just nothing special. We're not too concerned. Oops. Not too concerned. As you'll see here in the future, here in just a second, why. How this came about, I took my, I have 3 granddaughters. I took 2 of them fishing. They're both sisters. And I got the boat in the water. And I went and got the cast nets out, and I was over on a boat dock trying to get some bait. Wasn't getting any, actually. But they were playing around by the boat ramp and caught these little minnows. They got my little bait net out that I use for getting bait out of the bait tank. And they grabbed these little tiny minnows. So we threw them in the bait tank because we didn't have anything else. And sure enough, they dropped them out there under some fish, and they caught, I think we caught 3 white bass that day. They had like 3 little minnows, and they weren't in the water for more than 20, 30 seconds before we got a bite every time. But so we're going to imitate that. We're going to imitate what we dropped down there. That's the idea. So this is a gray, it's going to say thread on here, 140D. The D stands for, I don't remember, it's a word, it's floss. I'll write it up here on top. Anyway, so we're going to cover this. We're going to give this a gray body, okay? So we're going to cover the red and the yellow and stay away from that point and give it a gray body. Now we could leave a little red shining through, which we probably should, because that'd be cool. Just because. I think that's probably good enough. So right here, we could leave it just right here if we wanted to. And I'm sure this will catch fish. But if you're fishing with kids, you want something foolproof and something heavy duty. So we're going to take some UV glue. This is thin. And we're going to put a layer of this. I'm going to drop this on here. If there's still any left in here, come on out. Tell me there's some left. Yeah, there's a little left. And we're going to put it on here, and we're going to let it roll down each side. We're going to cover the whole body with this thin UV glue. UV glue is kind of like an epoxy that turns hard and gives it a hard shell, a shiny shell. It's kind of cool. This red is going to show through a little bit. It's kind of cool. Red, as I've said in other videos, kind of appears like the thing is bleeding. And fish are predators. If they sense a weak anything, It's Attack City, boy. Okay, next UV torch. See that? We shine this on here and it immediately turns hard. Doesn't take long, just really a few seconds. I give it a few more turns just to make sure I got it. Here we go. It's just that simple. There was nothing hard about this whatsoever, was there? Maybe. Okay. Here she sits. There's a little bit of that red shining through, which is good. There's some gray. It's kind of a reddish gray, actually. But basically, what I do is I'll take two of these. Here's another one. Here's a more gray one right here. I'll show you this one. Get the fur right. Here's a more gray one. Okay. I'm going to take two of these. Whoop, and I'll fish them. I'll fish them 5, 6, 4 inches apart and drop them where the fish are. If you're fishing them with a kid, put these on a bobber, let them cast it out, because kids like to cast. They can't just let a worm sit out there. They've got to be casting and drawing it in, right? Well, that's what you do with these. Just draw them in. Draw them in wherever you think the fish are. And the fish are most likely very shallow. So drag them up close and they'll catch fish. But no bait and hooks with the kids. And they work. Relatively simple, isn't it? Well, that's all I got for you. That was easy. And you can make them bigger if you wanted to. If you think you're going to go for some bigger fish and some bigger minnows, no reason you can't. If you're fishing these deep, you're going to want 2 on there for just the weight. And you're probably going to need out a split shot so you can get it down there to the depth that you want. If you're fishing 15, 20 feet below your boat, you need to put a little weight on there. They should work. Haven't tried them yet, but I'm sure they will. So, well, spring's coming. Get a chance, take the neighbor kid across the street fishing. It's a memory they will never forget. So, get them off them video games for a change. Show them what life's all about. Anyway, have a great week. God bless you. You're dismissed.